Two top-rated e-commerce platforms, OpenCart and PrestaShop, face off in 2025. Which one really delivers? On the left, OpenCart. Simple, fast, and wallet-friendly. On the right, PrestaShop. Built for customization and global reach. Let's skip the buzzwords and get straight to what matters for your online store. Each key category racks up points, and by the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might surprise you. Okay, quick look at our mind map. These are the key categories we're using to compare OpenCart and PrestaShop. Ease of use, features and functionality, scalability and performance, cost and value, customization and themes, community and support, and internationalization. Ready? Let's dive in. Let's start with ease of use. So OpenCart is surprisingly straightforward. I mean, you get this intuitive dashboard, setup is minimal, and honestly, if you're not super technical, it's kind of perfect. But there's a catch. If you want some fancy features, you'll probably need to install a few extensions. Now, PrestaShop, it's got a sleek backend, and their demo store, super helpful. But man, that learning curve is real. It's not exactly plug and play. If you want the cool custom stuff, you might need to roll up your sleeves or bring in a developer. So for ease, OpenCart takes this one. Now, features and functionality. With OpenCart, you get all the basics, like enough to run a legit store. And hey, multi-store support is in there too, which is cool. The downside, when you want to scale or need advanced tools, there's not a ton natively. You'll need add-ons. PrestaShop, though, comes out swinging. Over 600 native features, deep marketing tools, analytics, product management, all that jazz. The only eye-roll moment? Some essential stuff actually costs extra, since a lot of modules are paid. Still, if you want features, PrestaShop's got the edge here. Scalability and performance is next. So OpenCart is fast, especially on standard hosting, and it's really efficient for small to medium stores. But if you plan to run a mega store with a huge catalog, you're gonna need some customization. PrestaShop, meanwhile, is literally built for scale. Huge catalogs, international stores, flexible expansion tools, that whole global domination vibe. Just know, if you go big, PrestaShop gets a little demanding on resources. Winner for scalability? That's PrestaShop. Oh, and here's something cool I bet you didn't know. PrestaShop actually powers over 300,000 stores across the globe. Meanwhile, OpenCart, it's loved for being one of the most lightweight open source e-commerce solutions out there. So both have their legacy, but totally different vibes. Cost and value. All right, let's talk money. OpenCart is, honestly, super budget friendly. Low upfront costs, lots of free or cheap extensions, and perfect for startups just dipping their toes into e-commerce. Some add-ons might cost you, but overall, it won't break the bank. PrestaShop is free to use too, and you can do some heavy-duty enterprise stuff. But the reality is, those premium modules add up fast, and if you need a developer, yeah, that's another bill. So when it comes to value, OpenCart is tough to beat. Customization and themes. OpenCart gives you a decent array of clean, simple themes, but honestly, if you want a real standout storefront, be ready to write some code. Or hire a dev. Free theme choices are pretty limited, let's be real. PrestaShop shines here. Tons of themes, flexibility for every branding need, and you can do some wild custom stuff if you want. Sure, advanced tweaks might mean calling in the pros, but overall, PrestaShop is the winner when it comes to design and customization. On to community and support. OpenCart has a pretty active forum, over 500,000 users, and there's always someone who can help. But compared to the competition, resources are slightly thinner, and official support is kinda limited. Now, PrestaShop? It's got 1 million global users, hundreds of partners, and tons of resources. The catch? Most support is community-driven, unless you want to pay for VIP help. So yeah, if you want numbers and sheer support volume, PrestaShop pulls way ahead. Internationalization. And this one's big if you're thinking worldwide impact. OpenCart can do multi-language with some modules, sure, but there's no native support for things like RTL languages, and it's just not built international first. PrestaShop, on the other hand, covers like 75 languages, operates in 195 countries, and has advanced tax/currency tools. Basically, PrestaShop is the clear winner for global ambitions. Let's check out the radar chart. You can see PrestaShop scoring higher in features, scalability, customization, community, and internationalization. OpenCart, though, keeps things simple. rocks in usability, and is great for the budget conscious. It's less about which is better, and more about what fits your store's personality. So honestly, here's the deal. If you want something simple, quick, and easy on your wallet, especially if you're a small business, OpenCart is your guy. But if you crave tons of features, international reach, and you're ready to really scale, PrestaShop is where it's at. Your choice depends on what your store needs to grow. If this comparison helped you sort things out, stick around for more. Like clear, honest breakdowns, bookmark for more data-driven decisions. They really do make life easier.